Hi everyone, it's Kate from the Forward Line. I am back this week with the edit. I hope you're well and having a nice weekend so far. I'm sorry, I've got the dog because she was crying. Every time I tried to start filming, she started crying, which she sort of does this on purpose. She knows. So I'm holding her here for a little bit. So excuse me, trying to do two things, have to meet all her needs. The diva dog. Anyway, patterns. We've got some really nice stuff to talk to you about this week. We've got lots of patterns this week. It is feeling like it's ever so slightly starting to slow down. This happens around this time of year. We're mid-November. Designers, everyone's getting busy. So the releases do tend to slow a little bit. But I've got some good stuff to talk to you about. So I'm going to get cracking. So first up, Matchy Pin Tuck Poet Blouse. I love this pattern. I love matchy patterns. They're always really fun and interesting and lots of great details. And this is no exception. And this is definitely on the easier, it's kind of the easier side of some of their makes as well. So it's a nice, easy one for this time of year. I was also thinking this would work really well as a sort of Christmas top, going out top. Okay, so PDF only, sizing on this is a UK 6 to 38. I'm going to show you the line drawing so you can see what is going on. The front has got this lovely kind of round neckline. There is a seam that comes just below the bust and there's a sort of peplum sewn into it. The nice detail is that in the peplum there are these big they're kind of like, I really should learn what they're called. They're kind of like giant pin tucks. Is that what, would you call them giant pin tucks? I think so. I'm going to go with that. Giant pin tucks, which then add this really nice detail. That detail is then also mirrored in the arm of the blouse, and you can see there are two big pin tucks there as well. There is an elasticated cuff, lovely little detail at the back with a double tie. I just think it's a really fun pattern. I was also thinking, I've got a friend who is just about to give birth. I think this would be actually a really nice maternity top because with the peplum you could just sort of lift it up if you needed to, if you were breastfeeding. And this nice big sort of chunky neckline. I think it's beaut. So if you are thinking, winter outfit or Christmassy outfit, this one is definitely worth having a look at. It would look amazing actually if you made it in a sheer fabric wore something underneath. It's really great. So next up we've got two fantastic pairs of men's patterns. The first one is the barrel chino pants from Wardrobe by Me. These, I'm really excited about them because there aren't that many men's pattern releases, and the barrel leg trouser is so in at the moment. It's really nice that there is a barrel leg trouser for men. Let's have a look at the line drawing. You can see that it sits kind of on the waist. There's a fly, all the things you'd expect in a classic chino at the top half of the trouser. And then you've got that slightly wider cut leg, not too wide cut, I would say. So it's not kind of super baggy. And then the detail that kind of makes it into that shape is the little dart at the knee on the inside of the leg, which I really love. I've got a pair of trousers that do that as well. Then back of the trouser, as you would expect, kind of classic. There's little darts and pockets. It's a PDF only, and sizing on this is a 28 to 44 inch waist. Again, it's really great. So if you're looking for something, that is a good option. And then following on from that, the Wardrobe by Me rugby top, which also has been very much in on the high street at the moment. So it's nice that there's a men's pattern for this. It is a jersey pattern, obviously, and if we have a look at the line drawing, you can see it's an over the head top. There's the placket kind of comes down to about here, and with three little buttons, but it's all the kind of classic details that you would expect in a vintage rugby shirt. I say vintage rugby shirt, the sort of rugby shirts that people wore when I was at school, but now has become vintage. And so that is really, really nice. I thought this would be a really great Christmas present if you're thinking you want to make something for someone else or for yourself. This would be a good option. Then we've got a batch from Fibre Mood, and these are patterns that got released a few weeks ago, and I don't know what happened. I basically forgot to talk about them, and they're great. So I just thought I'd mention some of them because they are there. So it was their special magazine that had sportswear And when we heard about this, I was like, oh, I don't really know, but the patterns are really fantastic. So I will pop a link to all of the new releases. Go and have a look, because there's a whole collection, but I'm going to talk about a few of them because they are really fantastic. So the first one I'm going to talk about is the Raya jacket. PDF only. Sizing on this is a UK 6 to 30. I love this. So quite a few of these are kind of dupes of, well, there's a lot of stuff like this on the high street. Patagonia being a classic brand that makes these sort of Borg style zip up tops. So they're really good dupes for those if you wanted to make your own. So let's have a look at the line drawing. You can see it's quite big and boxy. It's got drop sleeves, zip up the front, a funnel neckline, a pocket on the chest, zips. I like the little detail midway through the chest on one of the sides where there's a seam. So it means that you can have a bit of fun with like colour play. You could have it in a different colour, which some they have done. And yeah, I thought it was a really fun, like great little dog walking, going to the gym, kind of in between a jumper and a jacket. Then they've got this great vest. It's called the Ember Body Warmer. PDF only. Sizing is a UK 6 to 30. This again is a thing that I've seen on lots of the high street. Kind of basically fleece gilets with a bound seams. So poppers down the front as well. It's cut slightly longer. I actually quite like this slightly lower round neck, which I think I personally find as a cut is kind of a bit more flattering. Means you can wear it. It's really big and boxy. You can wear it as they've styled it. You know, you can even wear it over a jacket. Really nice layering piece. Also, if you work at home, I have one of these that I basically wear to keep me warm. So it is also for the non-active wear wearers. It is also a good layering piece. Then we have got this is the sort of, to me, the Patagonia dupe, and it's the Fibre Mood Elan sweater. Funnel neck, buttons up the front. It's got this interesting pocket detail with a kind of curve on it. Seam line, raglan sleeve, seam line going across the kind of middle of your chest. The sleeve has got a cuff on it. And again, they've had a bit of fun with playing with colour on this and having different block colours, which I think works really well. But yeah, that is our little sort of Patagonia dupe. Then there is a fantastic, and this is probably my favourite of all of the releases. It's called the Dyron jacket. I hope I said that correctly. Again, PDF sizing 6 to 30. But this is a really good anorak pattern. It's got a big pocket at the front. They've again had a real play with colour in this. The other thing I really like, it reminded me, did anyone when they were younger have those like waterproofs that folded into the front pocket? I don't think this one does, but it really, really reminds me of it. Interesting seam details on it, lots of nice little details, and I think this would be a really fun make. So that is there. And then last but not least is really, I love this, this kind of jumper. It's called the Fibre Mood Cruise. Again, PDF sizing 6 to 30, but I'll show you the line drawing so you can see what is going on. It's got this sort of funnel neck with a zip, which I really like, and then there are kind of princess seams on it, which adds quite a lot of structure to, they've made it in a sweatshirting, and it adds quite a lot of structure and I think makes it quite interesting. There are also pockets as well, which is fab, so it means that you can wear it and shove your phone in there if you're going to wear it to go and do exercise, or wear it on the way to the gym or whatever. But yeah, I really liked the shape. The neckline of it's really interesting. So yeah, that's a little slice. There's more of them, so I will pop links so you can go and have a proper look. So that is it from me this week. I hope that was useful. You found something nice, and we will be back soon with another video. Have a lovely rest of your weekend. Bye.